All right, let's figure this out. It's a little bit later in my last live stream. I'm a little bit more tired too. So anyway, I got here a Halal meal, third in the series I've been doing. These are really hard to find. They're specialty products. Um, anyway, long story short, I bought a case off of eBay, and because they use such non preservative and long story short, they go bad quicker. So it's time to eat on them. Especially, I find myself at an academy for 8 days, and kind of having a tough time keeping up with the economy and everything. I'm a little short on the ability to go out and get food and stuff, so I have these in storage for hard times or to do a review on my channel. No production museum, but hey, let's use what we got. So let's see what we got here. Well, this is similar to last night a little bit. So right here we got a shelf-stable cinnamon bun. Let's see what this looks like. If you don't know, it's like a mummified cinnamon bun. When you eat on these, remember to get this out of the way. If you're doing it in the dark, it's a little hard to see. So there you go. Kind of like a Hot Pocket type of deal, but it's a cinnamon bun. It's got a filling up in there. Cinnamon type filling. So anyway, I'm up for discussion or whatever. If you know about my channel, it's all over the place. I'm a connoisseur of the unusual technologies. So anyway, weather's been cooling down a little bit for the past few weeks. In Whitman County, Washington, has been the 100-degree Fahrenheit realm. It's been cooking us. It's cooking the paint right off my car. So yeah, if you want a nice car, you better have a garage first. That's my life advice. So anyway, I'm here at this hotel. It's paid for. Might as well enjoy it, right? I did my push-ups and sit-ups and was on the treadmill for 2 miles. On an upward decline, I think incline of 14 on a pre-court treadmill at a 2 mile pace. I was sweating. It was dripping sweat. I cleaned all the sweat off I could after I was done. They didn't have much for spray bottles though, absolutely none whatsoever. So I just had a towel. They should upgrade a little bit. Santa Fe Adobe Mix. Now I reviewed this on my last video, which was what, yesterday or the day before. So I'm not gonna parse this one out so much as you would hopefully want to see. If you want to see that? Check out the other video, right? Basically, they're spicy crunchies. They're different. Of course, I got the obligatory spice off. What is that? A oxygen, an unoxygenator absorbs the oxygen. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna eat this straight. I mean, I'm not gonna review every little thing I ever reviewed, but it's spicy. It's got things like corn nuts and peanuts and little wheat cracker spicy things. Pretty good. Mark my words, there'll be somebody that finally sees this. Will be like, "Oh, I wish it was there. Would have asked this question or that question." Well, once this stream is over, so is your opportunity. At least this iteration. So I could have prevented that tongue twister and just call it an oxyguard. It guards against the oxygen. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of spices. What's that? I'll probably eat this particular mixture less than 10 times in my life. Gotta get the spice where it's nice, right? Here we are with raisins. They're like the osmotic cranberries. I did review these on a couple videos ago, so I'm just gonna eat these right down the valley here. Open that and just eat away. I mean, I could probably like mix some of these up, mixes up like the Santa Fe Trail mix with the raisins. I could probably do that if I wanted to. Get fancy, but it's just delaying the inevitable. It's all going to the same place, right? So I got a lot to be thankful for. That's for sure. I'll tell you though, you don't know what you don't know until you know, and then it might be too late. Because useful knowledge, a lot of times, has an expiration date on it, or an action window. What do we got here? Fruit and nut mix. Wow, they're really it's like three different well, that's the end of the mixes and whatnot. No pudding this time. So I haven't looked at this one yet. It's got the Oxyguard in there. So this one has pineapple. Oh, it's a fruit and nut mix. You see that? It's got papaya. It's got an almond. I think these are white raisins, maybe. Just some kind of. I'll eat it and tell you what I think. That might be a dried banana. That was a flake of something. I think there might be coconut in here. Banana and some different flakes and things, dried fruit. That was kind of like like I said, like a tropical mix. I'll go ahead and eat this down. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of little remnant flakes in here. So the drink mix, this time is tropical punch flavored, no fruit juice. The mixed powder. Here's the different implements. That's made by Lighthouse for the Blind. Never seen that before. The napkins. I know their organization. Product wise, seen some different ones. Looks like their sugar, napkin, a spoon, spices, salt and pepper probably. Well, that's it for all that. We gotta get our beef and veggie entree into the MRE heater. So I do that. I'm gonna step away, go to the sink, put some hot water in this, like I did last time. That supercharges the reaction. I think it's calibrated for really cold water. It's a worst case scenario, but I found if you put hot water in there, it really amplifies the reaction. Get things going. It looks like I got a tough one that's going to be hard to open here. It's all over the place. You got to do it though. Well, as you can see, it kind of pulled itself screwy. Just so you can get the water in there and the entree in there. That's what counts. Let's take care of that. Sometimes you get these ration heaters that are compromised. If they've been exposed to oxygen, they're no good for the oxygen reaction. They need it. Everything seems to be working though. So I'll take the flappy flap, open it up. Stick. That's like a mouth, right? Hey, old John's here again. Wow, that's 3 times in a row. How you doing? I'm at the tail end of this broadcast, though. I got that working. And I got my rocker something on the side of this desk here. I'll let that start percolating in there. And then if you're wise to the case, you can multitask and start mixing up things like the drink mix while that entree is cooking. And grab one of these hotel cups. Got my water. We're using the cup from the other time. Why not? Reduce, reuse, all that. So yeah, John, I don't know. You got any news, man? Kind of probably wore out your news already. Your last 2 iterations, a little bit. You're working on your Nissan and whatnot. I remember. Let's pour this in here. Now, if I screw up, this dust will go over my computer, on the keyboard. That's not a good. It's not a good deal. Look at that. It's still dusting up though. You gotta watch out about inhaling this in the wrong orifice here. And then I'm gonna stick my finger. Try not to lick your finger too much. You get sick. Poke that right through. Pull it up. Stir this in. There's different ways you can add the powder after you add the water or before. There's a whole science to this stuff. I mean, but it seems to be okay right now. So behind me is some kind of key picture. It's pretty interesting. Could be worse. I got a fan from not Siam. What's it called now? Cambodia. I guess in the first name Penny. Anyway, she and her mama run around all these different temples and sites in Cambodia and put her up on the channel. Just 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 check it out. It's called LPN and looks like a pencil. So LPN Lima Papa November space, then the and like the pretzel that looks like a pretzel, another space, then livelihood. LIVIHOOD. LPN and livelihood. There's a lot of ancient stone temples on there that you won't. You'll see it from a perspective of a young uh, explorer, and you know I haven't seen a lot of temples personally myself, so I find it fascinating. And to build something that lasts thousands of years in the future, that's some amazing construction, especially with just whatever they had back then. So John says, not much. I hit my lag, didn't do much today. Yeah, today I was slow too. I should when I get out of the schoolhouse at the academy, I need to get right on to doing my workout because that little workout um, fitness center, whatever, it fills up quick. There's a lot of people at this hotel, a lot of government people. There's also a lot of pilots, truck drivers, road construction crew people, ton of them. I go down there at 5 minutes till 6 a.m. and eat breakfast in the free breakfast this hotel has, and they're down there with their reflective vests and everything. So they have to get in there way before 6, I think, to eat. They're big guys. I mean, football player style, big old honking, muscly road construction crew guys. And they gotta feed that machine. So yeah, and there's just a little gal doing the breakfast. I mean, it's meant for a little dad breakfast. But you got these big guys just mowing everything down. It must cost them quite a bit beyond their normal calculations how to feed all these big burly guys. But I think this hotel gets a lot of business from the government and the different agencies. They're probably keeping it running. I mean, this place is packed with people like that. I'm here for, I think, 4 days this Monday through Thursday, uh, and then 2 days next week. This outfit wanted to pay for the weekend for me to stay here, which is fine. I gotta drive home for the weekend. We gotta take care of things. So, but yeah, I mean, just think, John, man, we're gonna be hitting the winter here, and we wish we had a nice hot day to do that stuff. It's either cook or freeze. Speaking of cooking, this thing is steaming. I don't know if you can see it. Now, if this bag breaks, I'll be in trouble. And you probably can't see it. You can't see it. I thought you'd be able to see it against my face, but you can't. There's some hot steaming going on there. So that's just halal beef with veggies. So it's been specially prepared and whatever, but I don't know if the flavor would be a whole lot different from regular old veggies. But yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock p.m. here already. I mean, I got to get up early to eat breakfast, and it's important to eat breakfast to get energy for the schoolhouse. I mean, they're just throwing all kinds of info at me, and I'm supposed to retain it. There's a situation where I can't take any notes or the book or anything outside of the schoolhouse. So it's in-house education. I've never been educated like this before, other than back when I was in the Navy, and we had some classified stuff we couldn't take with us. It kind of reminds me of that. But unlike the Navy, I'm working out seriously after the darn schoolhouse and eating good and taking care of things, not screwing around. I was a video game head, and it cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars by not taking right life choices and things like that. A digital addiction is a real thing, so I'm careful about it. Hope it's not too late. Well, John, what are you planning for tomorrow? If you're gonna, yeah, we'll get more batteries from my degree mini split. Well, hang on to them. There, if you can get a new case for them, I I don't think it'll be more than 5 years out. But either me or someone will figure out a way to 3D print cases of something durable, and then it'll be easy as pie. It takes a while to 3D print something, several hours, but to make some replacement cases, and you'll be back in the road. Because that is an issue with those old plastic ones, those old plastic cases. I don't think they thought if like decades in the future that people would still be using that stuff. The plastic, it gets exposed to UV, and it breaks down. So let's make some more plastic cases with 3D printing. Ultimately you'd probably want to have like stainless steel or something, but yeah, I wonder how those auctions went for battery hookup. I was gonna go copy those pictures they took of them and put them down for reference, but I was too busy, so that sucks for me because I was gonna have a reference guide. But yeah, there's only so many hours in a day. At least I made that little reference video. It's better than nothing. But what I was interested in doing, since they already calculated the amp hours dependent on the size of the bank, they can calculate how many reserve kilowatts these banks would have. That's something I haven't figured out. That's in their estimations, of course. I don't know how they did it. I have to learn how to do that. But I get all these questions about how many kilowatts is your battery bank. I'm like, I don't know. How do you measure that? It's something out of my wheelhouse. And when you're using surplus batteries or old batteries or whatever, you get what you get. It's not like you can reproduce in any way. It's not like someone's going to find the exact same batteries you have and hook them up the exact same way and get the exact same results. It's kind of superfluous. People get upset with math and figures and stuff. I'm more like, hey, it works or it doesn't, and it works well or it doesn't work well. And if it doesn't work, maybe there's a few gradients and go back into the works category. How long is it going to work? At what price? How much fussing around and frustration? What can go wrong? That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the dang amp hours and things like that per se, especially if I'm using it low voltage applications like LED, little DC fans, little DC radios, stuff like that. It's not. It runs a lot. Basically, it runs longer than you can stay awake. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Getting wood's important. I still have a lot of pallets and stuff I collected before my truck went bad. So, but the trick is, you got this little bit of time in the fall to get everything cut up and under cover, because later on, at least in the fall here, it starts raining heavy duty, and then So I opened that up and I'm about ready to eat it. And then it ruins all your wood for the winter because it's all wet down by the rain. So I keep making the same mistakes over and over. So this is kind of cool. Check it out. I don't know if you can see it. I wanted to show you without pouring it out, but it looks to be a big chunk of steak. I don't know if that's a single. Yeah, it's a single steak. So it's like a steak cube with some veggies and steak um, juice. I don't know. That's something I can eat like astronaut style. Probably not. It's kind of tender. So I broke a corner off of that steak. So there you go. That's what it is. It did a good job. If spam was a steak, of course it wouldn't be kosher or halal if it was spam because it's piggy pig. It reminds me of a slice of spam, but if it tasted like steak. What's that other one? Um, Salisbury steak, something like that. That style. So it's probably chunked and formed steak, but they probably used really good steak to do it. Most of these stuff like corn, it's all right. Yeah, cooking on wood stove is on a wood stove is like nothing else. There's something with it. All that thermal BTU. I like it too. And if it's in the winter, then you get the added benefit of heating up your living space if it's indoors. But I've used pallet wood to cook a lot of things like eggs and bacon and stuff like that. Um, as far as eating, strictly halal and stuff, this is just a one-time thing. I can't afford to buy the case of halal MREs if you can find them. I think I paid like $250 or something like that. It's just off the charts expensive. There's no way I could afford to eat it. A lot of time diet is based on your budget, and of course I got these special tried to review them on my channel, but turns out no one really cares. Well, of the almost 3,000 subscribers I have, I think a lot of them are robots or something. But yeah, if you had a wood stove and some egg laying hens, that's half your breakfast right there every day. Cook up those eggs. You can boil them. You can fry them. You can do all kinds of stuff. My favorite is scrambled eggs. John says I've seen the easy solar hot water systems runs right out the panels. Yeah, solar is the way to go. I mean, with enough workarounds, it could pretty much do whatever you needed to do. It's just whether you got the money for the equipment and the know-how to put it together, or if you can pay someone to do it, or even now if you can even find the equipment, because there's a big supply deficit. So they got potatoes in here, some corn, looks like some carrots. I don't know if I'm going to show every little bit because it's messy. And if it ends up on my keyboard, I'll probably never get it out. I'm already losing the Y key for some reason. Yeah, I hope you make some more videos there, John, because they're really interesting. Well, that was a mushroom. I'm not too happy about mushrooms. I've never been a big mushroom fan. I'll eat them if they're part of some other dish, though. Yeah, I have a solar hot water heater. It uses the element from in Saudi Arabia. They had a brand. I forget what they are. I did a video on it, but it's a direct 24-volt DC dump load right near your water heater. So when the sun's strong and hits those panels just right, it heats up the water real good. But it's not continuous. Once you use up the water in the tank, you're going to be waiting till the next day for it to heat up again. And it only works really good during the summer. I need to tweak on it. I'm using a 10-year-old computer right now, a Sony Vaio. I think a lot of my video equipment is old cell phones and stuff. I have yet to get a GoPro or anything fancy. I mean, I've made attempts here and there. I got like a Dragon Touch. It's like a knockoff GoPro. I haven't used it very much though. I figured if I had some really high resolution videos, it would help, with the channel. But the few I shot, I mean, it wasn't all that. Plus, the more clear the video, the more storage you need, and it just gets out of whack. I need to get more storage. That's why I'm doing a live stream right now. This is not going to be stored anywhere on my devices. It's just going right to the YouTube servers, and they'll store it. I don't have enough storage to record a video and then upload it right now. I'm just in a sketchy situation here, trying to get through this academy. More or less doing these videos to document these meals because they're so hard to get, but they've been already documented all kinds of ways, so it's not a big deal anymore. It's been so hot too to do videos. I mean, the cameras themselves, they'll overheat and start cooking off. And if it's, they'll ruin your video if they get too hot. Delete it, or worse, delete the whole card, memory card. Possibly. Probably. Computers don't like hot. So yeah, that's it for that. I mean, all done. Pretty good meal. I'm not gonna go to bed hungry, which is nice. So yeah, my paydays from the university are the 10th and the 25th. So I got paid here tonight, or early morning, and then with this new outfit, I'm gonna be working part-time for. I think they pay on Fridays every 2 weeks. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't got my first paycheck yet. I keep going to their payroll and it glitches out, so I'm not in the system yet. But I may be working a lot more than I think, and I may not be able to do YouTube anymore because I just won't have the time. Well, I'll do it once in a while, but I might start working 7 days a week. We'll see. But this isn't a bad life. This little academy life. But while I'm here in La La Land, I got stuff to do at home that needs to get done. Living like this can make a person forget where they came from or what they're supposed to be doing. I can't forget my obligations at home. But if I lived, high on the hog like this all the time, I could probably have memory suppression for my previous life. Like flipping a switch. Oh, shit. Whoops. Excuse my language. So punched right out of the cup. Now this cup's shot. Well, maybe not. I don't know. This would be well built. No, it's showing through the bottom. Wax seals compromised. I have to get rid of it. Can't risk that stuff spilling out everywhere. Well, I'll tell you what, John, I gotta get gone. It's almost 9:00 p.m. here. Best advice I have for you, or information, not advice. Get yourself a decent used tablet or something. Like you can get a Nexus 7, which is what this is. It's got a case on it, and they do pretty good videos, 1080p. They're over 10 years old now, though. They used to be like $500, but now they're like $50. So if you can get one, you do pretty good videos with it. But a lot of them have something wrong with them. Or just get some old tablet or whatever, even a Walmart tablet. Well, I don't know about, I don't know. I don't know. You got to do what you got to do, but yeah, I went to the food bank / pantry too a few weeks ago. The first time I saw a lot of brand names and didn't recognize, and I like a few of them. Like what's that one brand? Uh, um, Something Lake, and then anyway, what I'm trying to say is you can find the brands that they make the USDA uses for the food banks, and then a lot of times you'll find the same brands if you go on eBay and you buy some more. If you really like this certain, I'll try to look it up real quick. Um, oh, Critter, CRIDDER. Whoops. Yeah, there's some other brands too, but yeah, I mean those food banks they got some interesting brands. The applesauce is real good, but it's the first time I've ever been to one. And I just wanted a sack of potatoes because my fuel bill was so high. But they gave me all kinds of stuff. So I got some point in the future, I got to go repay them, kindness for kindness. It was a church outfit type deal. So yeah. All right, man. Stay strong. Keep working and save them doubloons, for the rough times if you can. All right. Good night, man.